One Wabash Valley School District is being sued over alleged discrimination. Good evening and welcome to News 10 on My Fox 10. The American Civil Liberties Union is suing the Vigo County School Corporation. We first told you about this lawsuit on News 10 first at 5, but now we have new information straight from the legal director of the group. News 10's Hannah Fulman breaks down the case for us now.
The Vigo County School Corporation is now facing a lawsuit over sex discrimination. The American Civil Liberties Union Indiana filed this lawsuit Monday. It claims school administrators denied two Terre Haute North Vigo High School students the right to use school restrooms and locker rooms consistent with their gender identity. The two young freshmen involved in the case identify as male, even though their birth certificates note their gender at birth as female.
These are young men. These are boys, and they need to be treated as boys.
Ken Falk is the legal director of ACLU Indiana. He says denying them access to the correct restrooms violates both the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution and Title IX of the Education Amendments Act of 1972.
The law is really clear. These are two young men who have gender dysphoria. That's a condition that their gender identity is not matched their gender at birth. They are about ready to begin male hormones, which will make them appear even more male than they do now, and they must be treated as young men.
Falk says this lawsuit is to bring justice to these two Vigo County students, but also future generations of students.
There are a lot of transgender kids in Indiana. There are a lot of school systems that are refusing to recognize them as having gender dysphoria. There are a lot of kids who are suffering. And I think it's the hope of these two young men that not only can they get some remedy for themselves, but they can help educate schools to do not just the right thing, but do what's required by the law.
The next step in this case is to file a preliminary injunction. That means the students will be granted access to restrooms and locker rooms consistent with their gender identity before the final judgment. Falk says the Vigo County School Corporation has 21 days to respond. News 10 reached out to the school corporation. They told us they have no comment on the pending litigation. Reporting in Terre Haute, Hannah Fulman, News 10.